Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're working on lesson 115. Let's go ahead and begin with part 1. Make sure we're following along, paying close attention. Now let's look at the first word. What word? Carried. Next word. What word? Egyptians. Next word. What word? Official. Next word. What word? Combinations. Next word. What word? Syllables. Next word. What word? English. Next word. What word? Mandarin. Next word. What word? Billion. Next word. What word? Intelligent. Next word. What word? Hieroglyphic. Next word. What word? Language. Next word. What word? Represented. Next word. What word? Determine. Next word. What word? Inhabited. Next word. What word? Scenes. Let's go ahead and look at part 2. We're going to talk about what those words mean. Number 1. What word? Inscribed. Now, when things are inscribed on something, they are written on it. Everybody, what's another way of saying the poem was written on the back of the picture? Get ready. The poem was inscribed on the back of the picture. Number 2. What word? Tomb. A tomb is a building for the dead. Everybody, what is a building for the dead called? Get ready. A tomb. Now let's go ahead and begin with our story. Please follow along and listen to the questions. Spoken language and written language. Experts have not been able to determine exactly when people first began to use language. Experts agree that prehistoric people used language thousands of years ago. They expressed many ideas through pictures, one of the earliest forms of written language. Drawings in caves show scenes of animals and hunters. In the earliest type of pictures, each picture represented an object, an idea, or an action. Later, the pictures stood for sounds, not things, but they were not symbols for words or syllables. Burial tombs show that Egyptians who lived 4,000 years ago had a highly developed form of picture writing called hieroglyphics. Examples of elaborate hieroglyphic stories have been found inscribed on vases, boxes, and the walls of the tombs. Listen to question number 1. In the earliest picture language, what did each picture stand for? It stood for an object, an idea, or an action. Number 2. Later, what did the pictures represent? The pictures represented sounds. Number 3. What are hieroglyphics? Hieroglyphics is a form of picture writing. Now, which people developed hieroglyphics? The Egyptians developed the hieroglyphics. Let's continue reading. Spoken language, however, came long before writing. While all groups of human beings have speech, the patterns and sounds of speech can differ greatly from one group to another. There are about 3,000 languages spoken in the world today. In the United States, English is the official language, but many other languages, for example, Spanish, Portuguese, and Japanese, are used. In some countries, there is no single official language. People from one part of the country cannot understand people from another part because each group speaks a different language. In India, about 140 languages and more than 700 regional variations are spoken. The language spoken by the greatest number of people is Mandarin Chinese. More than 1 billion people speak this language. The second most widely used language is English, which is spoken by about 400 million people. Of all languages, English has the greatest number of words, about 800,000. The average English-speaking adult doesn't use all these words or even half of them. The average person probably uses only about 10,000 of all English words. Listen to question number 3. Which language has the greatest number of words? The language with the greatest number of words is English. How many words are in the English language? There are about 800,000 Words in the English language. There are some very long words in the English language. One has 28 letters, and this is the word. The longest word in the English language is the name of a lung disease that people who work in mines sometimes get. That word contains 45 letters, and here it is. So when we're done, let's go ahead and complete lesson 115. Thank you, boys and girls. Have a great day.